If you want to live in your passion, whatever your passion is, you have to be willing to not make money at it. You want to do what you love, you got to do. You have a choice. You can choose money, or you can choose what you love. My parents, and I'm sure like most people's parents, say, get a good job, try and make some money, make a good living.
Yep. And
because they think that's secure if you go and make money. But if you do a job and you make money, you lose that job, then you lose the money and you have nothing. If you choose your passion, it actually doesn't matter whether you make money or you lose money, because you're always going to have your passion to be happy, so it doesn't actually matter.
And that's your safety net.
Right. But the challenge of that is that it might be 8 years or 4 years before you're actually making a living at it versus something else.
And really, when I wrote it, I thought nobody would read it. But I thought, this story's so crazy, I just have to tell this story. These things that seem, you can spend all your time trying to engineer the perfect thing, and the truth is, we have no control. We just don't know what's gonna work or what's not gonna work.
We're here because we're admitting we're a little bit broken. It's something we need to learn we haven't. So as you do it, you want to take in all the criticism that comes in and work on what you need to work on. So don't take it personally. You have to have this filter inside that takes in all criticism, not personally and not judgmentally. You take in the criticism, you think, is that true? And you take a hard look at yourself. And if it's true, you work to solve it and change it. If it's not true, you just throw it out and move out.
Enjoy the journey, not the destination. A lot of us delay our happiness. When I get to this level, when I get my degree, when I get the kids, when I get married, I'm going to be happy. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the whole step, the whole process. Every day that you get up to strive for whatever it is you're after. You know, I'm a goal-oriented guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you don't celebrate when you get to the finish line. Celebrate all along the way. Celebrate all along the way.
Yeah, man.
How do I stay driven? Because I couldn't even comprehend the alternative. The biggest poison in us is regret. You won the ultimate lottery, and you're not driven, and you're not fired up, and you're not going for it, and you're willing to sit like a lump and just wait till you die?
Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. If you're going to have an extraordinary life, one of the master skills for actually creating that life is mastering this. Mastering the ability to take what you envision and make it real.
It's always worth it to do your best. And to believe in something and to work towards the attainment of the goal. And if it is that you have to expand your vision, then you climb higher and you do that, and you don't be afraid to.
I'm sitting between intellect and instinct. Intellect can describe it, but only instinct can find it. And from the premise of that ideology, I begin to go back through all of my life and begin to see not only me, but others, how if they position themselves between intellect and instinct and know when to yield to which one, that next big thing, whether it's an elephant, an entrepreneurial pursuit, or raising a family, it is simply over there if you follow your instincts. I put in it what it takes to withstand the pressure. Slap your neighbor and say, you don't know what you got. You don't know what you've got until all hell breaks loose. You don't know what you can take until the pressure is applied to your life. You don't know what you can endure until people stab you in the back and walk away from you. You don't know how how much courage you have until you've been under fire and under struggle and under tribulation. You can't learn what's in you sitting back in a lazy boy chair hitting the remote control, watching HBO and Cinemax. But when all hell breaks loose, that's when you get to see what you got.
Hope and creativity are two of the most important things in the world. To any creative person who's had a door slammed in their face, or actors who have had their auditions cut off or have waited for a callback that didn't come, or anybody, anywhere really, that feels like giving up sometimes. But finds it in themselves to get up and keep moving forward. I share this with you.
Because the truth is, if you want to be an anomaly, you've got to act like it. I love the climb. To me, the setback is exciting. I love when something goes wrong. It's where I shine the most. This is hard. Every day is hard. And if you don't have the stomach to weather the storm, you will not be successful.
What you got? Touch your neighbor and say, I'm made of something.
We're really strong. We're just being sold that we're not, because there's a lot of money in telling us that we're not pretty enough, thin enough, smart enough, good enough. That I want to tell you, you're the best. Go do shit.
If you really want to change and are really stuck, I know nothing. I'm letting go of everything, and I'm sort of gonna relearn as with a childlike mind.
Sort of being in touch with you and going where you want to go and not being afraid to leave people behind is what's going to actually make you a leader.
Just choose one thing to move toward, and then the path, and then just go with the path, and you'll end up somewhere. But if you stand here trying to decide what to do, you'll still be here in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Just choose something you kind of like and don't hate, and then start moving toward it, and you'll find that the course and path of life will bring you exactly where you're supposed to be.
And you can make money doing anything, and the thing you'll make the most money on is the thing you like the most.
Don't take it personally. Not just for pickup, but for life in general. Everyone's a jerk to you someday, and when someone's an asshole on the street and bumps into you and says, "F*** off," it's not about you, it's, he's a jerk. If you have a day and you lose your job and your girlfriend breaks up with you and you crash your car, the world doesn't hate you, you just had a bad day.
But if we don't physically make a decision how we're going to live, then we'll show up like everybody else, because the human mind is not going to make you happy. This brain of yours won't do it. You have to direct it. And there's no worse fate than to achieve everything and not be fulfilled.